jumping on real quick, making sure that we keep people updated, informed about things we got going on today. Um, you know who I am, Billy Wayne, part of the Righteous Project Inc. What we do, we're a nonprofit organization, and we help provide financial literacy resources to the youth in our community. I also have Isaiah Ward with us today as well, and what we're going to do, we're going to talk about this upcoming event for a little bit, answer any questions if you guys got them, but really shed some information on exactly what we're going to do on that day. All right. So real quick, man, what I want to do, Isaiah, man, this is your baby, man. You kind of started this event in December. You know what I mean? And you invited me on, and I appreciate that. Let me know, man, what kind of fostered this idea to get um, this event going. What was it, man?
So yeah, can you hear me clear?
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
So what made me just kind of, I guess you could just say it was just a vision, man, because I'm always out and about, and I'm just I'm a visionist. I'm just always seeing things that I just want to accomplish in regards to our brand. Now, obviously, we have the energy drink, which is booty juice, and
Right.
ultimately that's the energy drink, but that's not the brand. The brand's superior drip. So when we started thinking about, how can we just, I guess, expand that version of it and kind of tie it into one, I just thought about the kids because if you think about it, when we was in school, just, period, we wasn't getting taught about financial literacy. We wasn't getting taught about credit. The only thing that we had that was kind of outside of education was sex education. And, they
Right.
cut that off quick. You had sex education, you had home economic classes, you had wood shop and things like that.
Right.
So these skills that, now that if you think about it, they still have their wood shop classes. You got people that can carpentry, they can, be able to build stuff and things like that. So for me, what is just wanted to kind of bring some of that stuff back as far as,
Yep.
literacy, not only just financial literacy, but also teaching them the entrepreneurship way and just how to be great in life. Because again, for me, college wasn't for me, where, I can go sit there 2 years, let alone 4 years, let alone 8 years, some people go 20 years. My sister
Right.
just got her last degree, she got her doctorate degree, but I make a joke with her, like, she's literally been in school since I was born. I'm 38 years old. She's literally been in school since
Mm-hmm.
I was born. And, she got all the qualifications and, they're panning out for it. Like they're really panning out. But everybody doesn't have that will to just go through
Right.
that process. You got people out here right now that don't have nothing but just a high school diploma, but they're smart, but they don't
Yep.
have a way to be able to, like, okay, well, what's the next step for me? But they have great ideas. So we
Right.
want to
Right.
not only teach these kids about empowering, but also give them a platform to be able to express their ideas on what they want to do in life. And, as we bring in people on, or, that's going to come talk to these kids, maybe we can start offering these kids, what do you call that? Internship. Where
Yeah.
we can
Right. Right.
programs and these things that have just to kind of get them under their wing to kind of teach them different things because, for instance, like, with us in school, we change careers every semester. Like, I don't want to be a lawyer anymore. I want to be a doctor. I don't want to. So
Yep.
it's not a bad thing, but at the same time, we want to put, you know, everything in front of them and let them just run what they're going to run with because it might be something there that they actually want to do. And then, of course, they're going to have questions. So that's the time we can sit there and start elaborating and start, teaching them and molding them on just, what they're trying to do and just kind of be a big brother and big sister because also, too, that's something that, these kids need too. They need big brothers and big sisters because, again, looking at all these kids, dying, passing away. Like I just buried one of my students the other
Yeah.
day, and it's just like I'm seeing this go on and on and on and on. So I think part of that as well too is to give something back to the community, but also give these kids something to do because I mean you don't hear about after school programs anymore. You don't really hear about summer camps anymore. So what
Yep.
we're trying to build to is we're trying to get to that to where we can doing things like that and just build a bond, but also teaching these kids, you know, other things too. Because as me and
Yep.
you talked about, we've been a part of that at a young age, and we realized that, it wasn't getting us nowhere, but just so I just want to keep building this community, bro. And that's what really boils down to me as far as these workshops. Um, and I want to get more of these parents involved because here's the deal. I'm not being disrespectful or being rude, but it's just funny that, when people are having just, events out of town or whatever, when it's coming to, twerking or doing all that, people show up in numbers, but they always talk about their kids, they love their kids, but they don't want to put these kids in these programs to kind of help
Right.
offset some of the things that is going to help them in life instead of sheltering them. They need to just go ahead and let them do that. And so it just
Right.
disturbs me sometimes just because of the fact is that I know half of Colorado, you know what I'm saying? I know half of Colorado and I know their kids. And it's like, I consistently talk about your kids, you love your kids, but it's hard to get y'all into these kind of programs because your focus is not really on your kids. And I'm not saying that disrespectfully, but it shows. And I can show numbers, I can pull up numbers and everything that, we got to do better. And so that's why I'm trying to, I guess, step out against the grain and against what everybody else is doing in Colorado and create something different for our kids because our kids is really our future. We're just here trying to, be um a guidance for them. And so if we can't teach them, the basics of saving money, being able to get scholarships, being able to, have credit, being able to just make money, then as parents we fail. We talk about we want our kids to be better than us, but we're not showing our kids. And so for me, I want to be an example. And I'm not,
Yeah.
saying this to like kind of come down on people. I'm just saying overall, this is what I'm trying to create, and this is what I'm trying to break as far as the barrier and these generational curses between just our communities out here. And so once we do that and we can break that mold, then I feel like that, we can empower, anybody because, as the last workshop we had parents in there that was also
Yep.
interested in some of the things that we was doing too. So, it ain't just for the kids. We want the
Right.
parents to show up and pull up too, but at the same time, we're focused on the kids, but we want the parents to come because again, you guys need to know what we're doing with your children, because again, it's a trust factor. And so we want you to trust us that we're doing something that is not out the norm. It is out the norm, but it's not out the norm that's going to put anything in harm's way. And we're just trying to build. That's
Yeah.
all we're trying to do.
No, I feel you on that too, man. And you do see a lack of parents actually implementing or even putting these kids in these type of programs that are out there. And I think it comes from a mindset, man, of it's like an ego. Parents always say that I wish I learned that in school. And I wish my kids had something like access to that in school. But when these programs are there, we don't see a lot of traction behind it. And I really think that parents feel like they can be the ones that teach them. But at the end of the day, man, when you collab, we collab all the time. I talk about it all the time on Facebook. Collabing is way more beneficial, than trying to do everything on your own. So, trying to
So
get these parents involved in this because the hardest part, right? When you were a kid, man, how much do you really care about finances? Not much. And there's only a handful of kids that really pay attention to that, right? Only a small handful of kids, but the majority of kids don't really care, man. So it's really up to the parents and the community to really try to drive that focus, and that's what we're trying to do in these workshops as well, man. At this upcoming summit too. So, no,
one
I
thing I
appreciate
noticed
all that,
too,
man. Yeah.
no, and one thing I noticed too, not to cut you off, is that what I noticed is that, one thing you just said is that these kids, they don't really know. But one thing that I've noticed is that, I love talking to kids. Kids is my thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I love kids. And, because I still feel like I'm a kid sometimes, even though I'm not, but
Hmm.
I just have that spirit in me, bro. So
Yeah.
when I'm talking to these kids, um, it's like they have a lot more than what these parents know is because they're not really taking the time to dive in. And
Right.
that's not being funny, but like I have kids that talk to me and confide in me
on stuff that they don't even tell their parents because
Right. You're
of
right.
the dynamic of what can happen. You know what I'm saying? And so
Mm-hmm.
again, you know, what we're doing, it ain't just for financial literacy. Like this is really like an open community thing where it's like, you
Right.
know, once we get going, what we talked about, you know, to kind of give a little seed, you know, not putting it out there, but might as well since we talking about it, you know, eventually,
Yep.
you know, we want to turn this into where, you know, it's not just going to be a monthly thing, but when we can get things right, you know, we want to do this like, you know, every day where we actually have
Right. Right. Right.
classrooms
Exactly. Right.
where we can teach this every day. And we got teachers in there willing to come in there. And so this is where we're trying to get to. And it's going to take time, but it's also going to take help from you guys because again,
Yep.
you guys have the kids. Like I have my kids, you know, and my dude BJ has his kids, but that's not
Right.
going to cut it. You know what I'm saying? So we really want you guys to come out with your kids, you know what I'm saying, and just at least come be nosy. Like, I mean, let's just
Yeah.
keep it
Yeah.
100.
Exactly.
Like, come be nosy. I
Right.
mean, because that's what people do anyway. They want to be nosy, and not saying this again, liberal or being like funny, but for the ones that's just coming that you know want to see people not succeed. I'm not going to say the F word, but just come out and see because it might convince you like, man, this is really something different. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that respectfully, like even if you really don't support it, but just want to be nosy, just come out and just at least see what's going on because you might be able to go brag or talk about it to somebody else that might actually
Yep.
can benefit from it. So, you know, word of mouth is whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So we want everybody to be a part of it. Like I'm saying this in a positive realm because we're really trying to build this community. It's really serious. I'm just happy that my dude BJ right here, man, wanted to be a part of it because to be honest with you, man, like I couldn't have done it, you know what I'm saying, by myself, bro. Like
Yeah,
it's
no,
it's, it's
hey, it's a lot of hard work, man, and we say it all the time. We don't see enough collaboration in the Denver community, man. And if we can
yeah,
get a lot more people to collab and on all levels, not just the people that's been in it for 15, 20 years, and then they only mess with people that 15, 20 years, and
yeah,
they forget about everybody else that's up and coming as well, man. We got to share those ideas and branch out as well. So real
yeah,
quick, man, I want to share a little bit of the agenda about what we got going on the 30th of March.
yes, sir.
So basically what's going on, we're bringing in the kids. We're going to have 3 different workshops to teach the kids about different dynamics. Just like Isaiah was saying, we're going to talk about the workforce, talk about skills, talk about their strengths. We're going to talk about finances. We're going to talk about the credit game, building credit for business and personal. And as on top of that, talk about investing in crypto as well. And we have Daz Daniels coming through, sharing her information. She has a lot of content, man. I've been following her lately, and man, she's on it. She's doing her
A
thing,
lot of
man,
knowledge,
and that's
boy.
good to
Like,
see,
hey,
man.
that right there. If y'all
Yeah,
don't know who she is, man, like I'm gonna tell you like this. She's a hidden gem. For real.
yeah, man.
She's
Right,
a hidden
right.
gold mine. For real. Like she
Yep,
has so much knowledge, bro, about this
yep.
crypto and this Bitcoin. Like, bro,
Right.
to the point she was showing kids, bro, like how to
Yeah,
make money
exactly.
off of
Right.
video
Yep.
games,
Yep.
bro.
Right. Right. And that's what see that's where you break through is that you find out what their niche is that gets them interested, and then you show them how to profit off of that. That's what's important, man, that we don't see in this
That
community
is
at all.
huge right there, man.
So she's doing her thing, and she's going to be a guest here. We also have Siobhan Patrick, which
It's also
I have
another
her
one.
book right here. She hooked me up with this book, man, and man, I'll be jumping in here, and
I know it. I
I
know it.
man, I went to college as well, and I learned about business, but it's so much information that you learn and you got to get through. Some of it gets lost, man, and a lot of this reading through this, man, brought a lot of it back. Kind of made my day when I was reading through that. So she'll be there as well, teaching about a lot about business, credit, and just how to build your credit. So, like Isaiah was saying, it's about the kids, but adults can benefit off it as well. Don't let your egos get in the way. Don't be ashamed that if you didn't learn about it, and you got to come in and learn with the kids. Oh well, come in and do it. I remember when I first started college, man. When I went back, I was like, in my late 30s, or I'm still in my late 30s, man, but mid 30s. I went back and I had a
Look at you.
hey,
You've been 30 for a long time, boy.
hey, they've been calling me 30 since I was a teenager, man. But
For real
the
though, I
first
know.
yeah, one of the first classes I took, man, was remedial math, and I ain't afraid to say it. You know, I had to take the extremely basic math when I went back to college. You know, like to the lower level to where my kids were learning. So I
Yeah,
was talking. You know, I was taking lessons and talking to my kids about it. But from there, man, you know, you just kind of built up from there, and just about learning and expanding as well. So that's what it's all about. So that's what she got
yeah,
going on. Plus you'll have me. I'll be in there as well. Representing with the workforce and finance book that we have. Just talking about like I said, the things, the workforce, understanding what type of fields are out there. And just like Isaiah was saying, it's not about you know, having to go to college or anything like that. It's about finding that motivation, finding that spark that's going to motivate these kids to know that there is something to look forward to in the future, because right now there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of gang violence, and it really drives around kids not really understanding that there is something to look forward to tomorrow. So if you don't have
absolutely.
anything to look forward to, then what are you going to do? You're going to go out there and you're going to make those bad decisions. But if there's something that you have and a goal that you're setting in place and you look forward to doing that, you make better decisions about how you're navigating through life. You know, that's what we're really trying to establish, is opening up those mindsets to invest in their future instead of investing in them streets, you know, because the streets ain't no good for you. So
Hey, streets ain't like, remember like the song, Streets Ain't Loyal.
yeah, exactly. Right. Right. And we'll have a couple more guests. Isaiah's going to do a little presentation as well. I'm not going to say a little
I am?
presentation.
Oh,
Isaiah's
yeah, I
going to do
am. I'm just
his
teasing.
presentation. You know, he's going to be up there talking as well. And we got somebody from the Denver Tax Group that should be showing up too, and we should have a couple more speakers as well. So it's an all around thing. We want to get as many kids in as possible. The limit we have is 30, but we, you know, I mean, in all reality, is really no limit. You know, so we want as many people to show up as possible, and that's what we're trying to do here. All right, cool.
Sure.
Anything else, man? You trying to share with us today?
Nah, man, I just, you know, I'm again, man, I'm excited about it, man. I'm thankful for it. I really feel that this is going to, um, get where we need to get to, man. And that's just to these
Right,
kids, man. You know, that's the main goal. And I feel like if we present them the information, then it'll just get their brain working, get them
right,
working,
right. Yep,
and just, you
yep,
know, let them, you know, come back with questions. Cause we're gonna, like I said, we ain't gonna just be doing these just once every often. And I mean,
right.
to be honest with y'all, depending on the feedback and depending on the return we get here,
Yep.
man, we might do these every month. I mean, we try to
That's
do
the
it,
goal.
you know, every couple months to try to, you know, give y'all a break, but also because I mean, we understand like it's taking time out of your day, but
Right,
you know, we try to cater to where it's like it's quick, it's knowledgeable, you get out of there. But
right.
if it becomes a situation where y'all demanding more information or demanding more, it becomes more of a demand,
Yep.
then we can put these on once a month. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And
right.
ultimately we can like really dive in because then we're next level. We're like level 2 now. So now we can really dive into some other level 2 stuff and kind of dissect on like what you guys are trying to do. You know, children, you know, like what you're trying to go to school for, or if you ain't trying to go
Yep.
to school, what you want to do.
Right.
Because, you know, for me, you know, Billy, my dude went to school for business. I've never went to school for business. And so just with that being said, is that those are two different fences right there that we can talk about as far as like, you know, the different styles of, you know, where
Yep.
you're at in your season, you know, because,
Right.
you know, again, there you got your side of the fence where you went to school, you got a degree and you know about certain stuff. And so, you know, for me, I don't have none of that. I just have hustle and grit and just, you know, a little smarts, you know what I'm saying, as far as
Yeah.
just what I need to do. But the thing is how we come together, because again, just even doing certain stuff that I don't even know about, like with the technology or certain like business verbiage or just like certain little, you know, business that we talk about, I don't know about. And you're very good at because you put yourself in that position and went to school for it. Whereas like me, you know, I
Yep.
had to learn it the hard way, but as the experience goes along the way, you know, I'm learning and I'm gravitating like I'm in school because again, I'm out here getting my head
Yep.
kicked in, bro.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Getting my head kicked in, but
Exactly. Yeah,
I'm
man.
learning from it. And the people that see me getting my head kicked in, even the ones that's kicking me in the head, they
Right.
see that I'm not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that
Yep.
you can hit me as hard as you want in the head. Like I might fall down and be bleeding and be all crazy, but I'm gonna get back up. I'm gonna put some alcohol on my face. I'm gonna take the cuts off my
Yeah,
face and
right.
busted lip.
You're gonna
Yeah, I'm gonna
keep
repatch myself up. Hey,
keep
I'm gonna get
going.
back out there and I'm gonna call you back out for another fight until I
That's it.
win.
That's it.
Until I
Yep.
win.
Yep.
I
I
don't care
feel
if
you.
you beat
Yeah,
me up
yeah,
10
exactly.
times. I don't care if you beat me up 10 times and be out here bragging like, yeah, I didn't touch them 10 times.
Right.
Until I get that one win where I can efficiently beat you up, then that one win, you're not going to talk about them 10 wins that you had. You're going to talk about that one loss that you took from me because that one win is going to, you know what I'm saying, outdo them 10 wins that you beat
Yeah,
me.
it's more impactful, man. I
It's
think the
more
lesson
impact.
from there,
It's more
I think
impact.
yeah,
Less is
exactly. And
more.
the
You know what I
lesson,
mean? Less
man,
is more.
right. Well, I mean, the lesson from there, man, is effort, man. Who's willing to put in the effort, regardless of what path you take? Are you willing to get down and dirty and do what needs to be done, you
Period.
know, to accomplish things, man? And I think that's
Yeah.
really what it's all about, anyway. Big time, you know, and like you said, man, just being able to find those type of people out there and get together and create certain things, man, and build a road for opportunities for others, man, is very important to do.
Yeah,
Big time. So,
for sure.
I definitely appreciate you putting all this together, you know, and allowing me to collaborate, man, so we can get these type of things done. And
For
yeah,
sure.
man, just want to give you a shout
It's
out for that
important.
too.
Man, I
But
appreciate it,
before we
man.
go, yeah, man. But before we go, man, big shout out to Superior Drip and the Booty Juice, man. You got a lot of things going on out there. You inspire me every time I go on. I see you on the radio station. I see you out there giving people, you know, giving them a taste of that booty juice, you know. And
Right here. I
the
got one
crazy
with
thing
me.
is that yes, sir. So goes from the humble beginnings, man. I mean, I remember you came to the front door. It was like, hey, I got a couple of samples. I want you to taste these for me real quick, you know, and let me know, you know, and they came in like just some little generic cans, you
Oh
know,
yeah,
and then about
the
6
little
months,
black cans.
yeah,
Yeah.
man,
The little
yep,
black cans. Oh
yeah,
man, boy.
exactly, man,
See,
exactly,
look, you
yeah,
been with me
man,
from the man.
yeah, yes,
That's what
sir,
I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
yep, and
Jeez.
now you got them,
I
man,
got
you
like
know,
2
you put
cans
some.
too, bro.
Oh, see, that's what's up, man. And you still, you know, you're doing your thing. Now you got it official, putting them in stores, man. You're promoting them. You got them on the radio station. And don't forget to check out the podcast as well. So we got a podcast episode together on Legacy United, to where we talked about that as well. And on top of that, we got some more episodes coming up, and we're talking about doing a little bit more side episodes for the podcast as well, man. So we're gonna get all that going. But
Oh, I
hey,
hear
man, I want.
collaboration coming soon on the podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. We're gonna be talking
That's,
about some hot topics. Some hot topics, man. You know, we might ruffle some feathers, man, but I think
that's cool.
that's good. It's good, man. Good conversations to
Hey,
have. So
one thing I learned, and I learned this from the great Floyd Mayweather, bro. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Is controversy, bro. Controversy, you know what I'm saying, is where it's at. And the thing is not saying we're causing controversy, but sometimes you got to just hear the truth, bro. The truth
yep,
hurts. Truth
right,
will set you
right.
free, though.
And you gotta hear all aspects from everybody, you know. In order to really understand the situation, you just can't take one side. You gotta hear everybody. So yeah, man, I got a couple of
For sure.
topics already, and we'll bring them up. We'll talk about them later on. But for right now, don't want to take up any more of everybody's time. Just want to jump on, let you guys know what we got going on. We might do one more of these before the event. But just keep your ear out, reach out to us. Isaiah still has some tickets and some flyers if you guys need them. It is $5 per
$5.
child, and the parents can attend for free, but you got to register your child to come through. Just a small investment for a generation of knowledge, you know. So it's big time. So make sure to reach out to Isaiah. You can go to our website as well to register at righteousproject.org. But until then, it's your boy Billy Wayne and Isaiah Ward with Superior Drip signing out for the day. You guys have a good one.
Yada die.